Yo, 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 you already know what it is. You already know what it do. Welcome back to the Broken Mute Button Network. As always, you are now tuned into Rumble Ready Fight Podcast, nigga. This is your boy Gotti. And who is this guy right here?
And KEKE, aka Mr. Lights Out. Carl Nedison. Carl Nedison.
Big fight weekend, big fight weekend. We got some press conference shenanigans. We got a lot of shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good night. We got special guests tonight and all of that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
behave,
a good show tonight. He said what?
behave yourself, sir.
Nah, nigga, you behave yourself. Especially with some of the shit we need to talk about tonight. I already know you're gonna act up. Cause somebody from a certain camp again had a certain situation that happened. You know what
Crazy.
I'm saying?
Who we, who we need to tell that way? That way. Over there. Over
Gotta send the feds over there.
right on, man. Drop a slip. Fuck it.
But first, what I want to start with before we get into that, we're gonna talk about Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather right now.
Floyd, a funny nigga. Roy called them out too. He want to fight him.
Yeah, he did.
Yo, Floyd, a funny. And then your man right behind him just recording them and shit.
Yeah, that's the funny shit too.
Yo.
I was like, yo, these niggas is crazy, bro. Yo, so with that being said, that's gonna be the first Chat GPT. We ain't even in the Chat GPT segment, but that's gonna be the first Chat GPT segment of the night. Who wins, Roy Jones versus Floyd Mayweather if there was a fight at middleweight?
Damn. Damn, that would be... Well, Wada be involved, so Roy can't get on those steroids. USADA, not Wada. USADA.
It's Vada.
Nah, Floyd fuck with USADA, nigga.
Okay, that's true. He do.
He fuck with USADA. So it'll be a lot of drug testing. I'm telling you,
Floyd
fight.
fought niggas that was juiced up, and he didn't know he fought Canelo.
Hey, Skills won that fight.
All right, so Chat GPT gave us a catchweight scenario. What's up, Santos? Appreciate you for pulling up. Make sure you give us that like as always. Yeah, it would have to be a catchweight at 154. Floyd fought Baltimore at 154, right?
No, he fought Baltimore at 147. He fought De La Hoya at 154. And he fought at 154 as well.
Okay. All right. So prime for prime, catchweight at 154. Roy Jones wins a close but clear decision, 8 rounds to 4, 7-5. He'd be too fast, too explosive, too big. Even if Floyd lands clean counter shots, Floyd wouldn't be able to hurt Roy, while Roy could hurt Floyd and at least push him to the ropes with flurries. Hot take. Mayweather's genius can't overcome physics.
Roy Jones, because he damn sure slowed down when them allegations came out. Got knocked unconscious a couple times. What his trainer was saying when he got knocked out, well, he just can't stand there. He got to move his head. Yeah, he can't. That nigga was fast, wasn't he?
Got his ass too. Charles caught his ass, boy. He should have stayed at heavyweight.
You can't talk shit when your shit is all over the internet, okay? Floyd ain't said nothing. Floyd was just watching him get knocked out. And now he want to fight Floyd? That's crazy.
With his glass chin right now, he fuck around and get knocked out by Floyd's brittle hands.
Wait. So if everybody's sitting down in their house watching them get knocked out, he want to fight them too?
We was upset when we saw you get knocked out, Floyd, against Tarver in the second round. Nigga, you want to fight us? And we talk hella shit. Anyway, yo, man, our special guest is here, man. Welcome, Mr. Danny K, to the show for the first time. Where you at? 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 I don't see the camera. He ain't got the camera on.
He ain't got the mic on either.
Yeah, I don't even think he can hear us. I don't even think he can hear us. I'm gonna send him back. I'm gonna send him backstage till you get right.
Man,
I'm gonna send him.
my man Wi-Fi messed up or something.
Who knows? He at Paper's house.
Man, damn.
Word. I see he back, but I still don't see the camera on. He might have to reset his phone or some shit like that. I don't know. Let's see if he can hear us. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Nah, he can't hear us. All right,
Yep.
let's go. Let's continue. It looked like he didn't allow. It looked like he didn't allow access to the camera or the microphone because I don't see anything where I can turn his volume up or not. But anyway, hey Danny, try to reset your whole phone or whatever and see if you can come back to the link.
I'm about to say if that nigga New York trying to link up to one of them towers that be outside the NYC links.
Yeah, hell yeah, word.
Oh man.
Yeah, I told him to use Paper's phone if he can't get on this shit. All right, so he resetting his phone. He said he'll get back with us. Anyway, moving on. So we got Katie Taylor versus Serrano this Friday.
Okay.
And final prediction. You know that's all women's card.
All right. It's
yeah,
Alicia,
it's all
she's
women's card.
Right?
Yeah, she's fighting.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she's on the she's gonna be on the
I got Serrano in that fight.
I got Serrano this time because they fight in New York this time. And I think I think some bias is going to play into that shit.
Headgear, what? Because Serrano got to protect the head now. I mean, the headbutts. Come on now.
Yeah, that's true, bro. That's true. All right, I think my man ready. I think he ready.
Right.
There you go.
All right.
Welcome to the show.
We here, man. Look, man.
Well, we respect facts and opinions, B.
For sure, man. I had to hop in my dog phone. The speaker a little kind of quiet, but it's like y'all coming through though. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm here though, you know.
Okay. All right. Long as you can hear us and shit, man. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you pulling up. We're doing final predictions for Katie Taylor Serrano card. It's an all women's card. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Alicia Baumgartner is on the undercard. I got Alicia beating Jennifer Miranda. And Katie Taylor, if she wins this shit again, bro, it's gonna be via headbutt. Because that shit gonna make her look like damage and give her points again.
They gonna see, look. What? They gonna give some headgear what? Because you can't just keep headbutting somebody like that every fight. Come on, man.
Yes.
I better start throwing an elbow in there or something. Know what I'm saying? Like even up the fight or something, man. Because that's bad refereeing, number one, man.
Yeah.
Like yo, how you not every headbutt take points? Set an example, like take points. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Talk to us, Danny.
I ain't gonna lie, like I gotta let y'all know, like, kind of my standpoint where I come in at, like, as passionate I am about, you know, the sport, man. I used to box just to get in the background of myself. Like I boxed at Granite City Boxing. That's the doghouse, you know what I'm saying? It started as CDC, that's Conyers Boxing Club. That's not far from where I reside now, you know, out here in Conyers. But they got some real work out there, and they created a lot of real dogs, like. And I had a coach, you know what I'm saying, who passed away, but his name was Coach Lopez.
Rest in peace, Coach Lopez.
Coach Lopez, RP, long live. But the Granite City business still grinding. And like, as he was my coach, I boxed alongside his two sons, Tito and Najee Lopez. Najee Lopez is currently in the circuit right now. I want to say he's 15-0 professionally. Also met Brian Norman Jr. At the same gym, detail his cars and all that type of stuff. Like, so I've been kind of watching Kid go crazy on the back end. You know, he's a real humble dude, very accessible. You know what I'm saying, when you be in the Granite City. But now that he got this Haney fight, you know what I'm saying, he ain't at the home gym right now. He on that road. He getting ready, stuff like that. So, you know, the fact that he coming off the porch, I'm not going to lie, I just want to shout out to Brian Norman and shout out to Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm seeing the guy from the camp go crazy. So I just wanted to shed light on that a little bit. I haven't really been watching the sport too tough, even though I know all my favorite guys. So if we hit a card that I'm not knowledgeable about, that'll be when I'm kind of chilling. But at the same time, you know, we could talk about, you know, the center stage, you know, of course the
Yeah.
Haney, of course, you know, Brian Norman, of course, anything revolving Tank, of course, Alvarez, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here, but y'all might
Yeah,
have to
we're gonna
elaborate on
talk
a
about
couple fighters.
Alvarez, all
Yeah,
right. We're gonna talk
yeah,
about Alvarez, all right. But first, let's talk about Brian Norman first. So
yeah.
obviously, you know he's in New York right now.
In New York.
Yeah. So did you see the scuffle where they ripped his shirt and all that shit with Devin Haney and him, all that WWE stage shit?
I
Did you see?
did. I did. Nah, that shit was funny, man. That shit just all be kicks for the you know the promo of the fight.
Yeah,
I
for
heard they
sure.
fighting on the 22nd of November, so I'm expecting them to make it really entertaining.
Yeah.
Of course, Devin Haney is a heavy hitter. It's a lot of controversy with recent wins or ties or whatever, but at the same time, Devin Haney is a proven, you know what I'm saying, guy in the sport where we know we finna get a real dog fight. And of course, Brian Norman, I could say just by seeing up close, he's about his business. He's 28-0, very great contender, and I feel like he has respect from, you know, a big sector of people. And for the ones who don't necessarily understand it yet, I think that that's his whole goal is to, you know, make believers out of them. But yeah,
Yeah. Well, he's gonna have to make a believer out of me because I'm not gonna let him get
ah,
away with going
there
to
you go.
I ain't gonna let him get away with going to Japan, knocking out a fucking Uber driver,
Oh
and then getting
my.
on, and then getting on, and then getting on, and then got the nerve to
Oh
get on
man,
there. Hold on,
Uber
let me
driver
finish.
is
Hold on,
crazy.
let me finish. Okay, not an Uber driver, an Instacart guy. He knocked out an Instacart
We stepping
guy.
lower though.
Let me finish. Let me finish though. Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on,
Let him
Kiki.
cook. Let him
Kiki,
cook
I'm gonna let you get the floor.
for
We
sure.
ain't gonna sit there and allow him to knock out the Instacart guy. You know what I'm saying? It didn't get on there after Boots said a day before he was leaving the division and moving up and say they take their boots and run. You know what I'm saying? We
Ah,
ain't gonna let him get away with that.
ah,
I know you
for
ain't gonna be
sure.
able to get him on the line tonight because he whatever scuffle or whatever they doing up in New York and they got the press conference tomorrow.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? It's probably gonna be difficult to get him on the line, but I
I'm
was
gonna
hoping
try
you
my
would
best.
just so I could tell him that I'm not letting him get away with that.
For
So
sure. Hey,
Brian
look.
Norman Jr., I got your man Danny K on here, and I'm letting you know to his face, I'm not letting you get away with that.
Hey, look. I tell you right now, bro. Like, I know he love this type of conversation, man. He would have
Mm-hmm.
fun with you, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. If I ever can, you know what I'm saying, get him. I know for a fact, like, I got some plans with Najee Lopez, more so up and coming. But like I
Yeah,
said, with Brian, like he's a really good guy. He done let me detail his car a few times. Like, and you know, I kind of met him through Najee. But at the same time, like I said, man, if I catch him at the right time where he's in the city, you know what I'm saying? He's not doing too much road work. We can set
yeah,
something up and maybe live stream from the gym. I might not get him to move
yeah.
too much, but I can get him while we at that gym, see what's up.
Yeah, that's
See what type
fine.
of
I mean, yeah, I'm down with that. Even your man Najee Lopez, because you say he's up and coming. That means
oh
if
yeah.
he's 15-0, that
For
means
sure.
he's gonna be a household name, and I much rather know him before he becomes that.
That's
So
my
that
whole
way,
goal with him. Yeah, he's
mm-hmm.
Yo,
definitely coming. Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Kiki.
it come down to Brian Norman, if he ever needs sparring, yo, Kenny, I got you first class ticket to go spar with him. You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
And
I ain't stepping in the ring with that nigga.
Man.
I'm an Uber driver, nigga.
Hold on.
now go on and get some work. Kenny. Go ahead, tell him how you feel
Hell
too.
no.
While you in the
All right,
ring.
Hell
so hold
no.
on, because like I said, that man's speaker be kind of bad, man. What you say, man?
I say, yo, if you need Brian needs some sparring, don't worry, Kenny, one of the best sparring guys I know, man. I
Oh
said,
man,
Hell
Kenny will
no.
love. He had
first
fun with you,
Hell
class,
my
no.
guy.
you heard? You know
Hell
what
no.
I'm saying?
I
And
ain't.
Kenny,
Hell
tell him how
no.
you feel when you in the ring too, Kenny. Tell him how
Hell no. Hell no. That nigga hit me with a body shot. It's over, nigga. I had
Man, look,
surgery,
man.
nigga. I'm
Brian
good,
Norman, boy,
bitch.
that boy can hit. That boy can hit, man.
Nah, he hit the shit out that fucking damn
man,
Uber
guy
driver.
almost
Like it,
died. Was he in ICU or
yeah.
something?
Yeah, them niggas started making excuses after that shit. Talking about they said that nigga got. They said the nigga had his memory lost 2 weeks prior to the fight. Them niggas had excuses for the
Man,
nigga. That's how
that
hard that
man
nigga hit that
rewind
nigga.
that man, and they sent that boy back in time. Like he ain't even realize he man. Look, I saw the knockout though. I did see the knockout. I'm not gonna lie, the hook was vicious. Like, but I'm just like, at the same time, for him to go way out there, and deflate the energy in a
Yeah.
stadium full of them folks who was technically, you know, I'm not gonna lie, we can
I
have our
wish
biases when we're in
I
the
wish
country, but that boy took the flag with him, robbed them folks,
Inouye
and
was
brought it
on that
back.
card. I wish Inouye was on that card and he had knocked that dude out on that same card.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that would have been sweet.
Yeah, I wish that would have happened. That would have
Yeah.
been crazy.
That would
They
have.
would have been quiet going into that Inouye fight. But
That's,
Inouye would have had to fight an American who's actually good though, going into that fight.
yeah, a
They would have
cold,
just sucked the energy out of that fight.
big factual, bro. Like, but I gotta ask, like, how do y'all feel about how what are y'all thoughts about Devin Haney on the Devin Haney side? We got some Devin Haney. I'm a Devin Haney fan, asking, but what's y'all thoughts
Kiki,
on like the odds and the him and Brian
Kiki,
thing?
you
Like, how you
first.
feel?
Kiki, you go first.
I mean, he was. I feel like, you know, Haney's don't get a lot of respect because when you have fathers that's in the sport with their sons and promoting their sons, especially like African American fathers, they don't like that.
Yeah.
They do not like that. So
They don't.
They give them a hard time. A lot of things going behind the scenes. I believe a
That's
lot of
real.
things behind the scenes though, B. But I have a lot of respect for Haney and his pops, B. And Haney, great fighter, man. Very, very skillful. He lost against Ryan Garcia, who tested positive for a banned substance. Not everybody turned their back on him. Like, to me, that's the one thing I hate about like boxing fans. Like, he with you, next minute they just against you. Like,
right.
Just listening to how Kid Austin spoke about how he was saying like he was, you know, he wanted to retire, he was going through depression. These fighters, they read these comments, man.
They do.
What people say. So for him to get back in the ring and fight, you know, fight the fight he fought, I believe that was a confidence builder. You know what I'm saying? I believe Devin was just getting the feel of things. He did turn on at the end of the, you know, towards later rounds.
Yeah.
But I like Haney against Brian Norman.
Big fat. You know what? Shouts out to both of them guys. I'm gonna let my guy. But I think I just want to shed light on the point of you saying that they don't like the fathers and the son duo. Same for LeVar Ball in the NBA. Like, I don't want to spin off, but I'm gonna let my guy speak. But that was a great point because that's kind of a perspective I ain't think about. Like, that's real. You know what I'm saying? Make me think about that.
All right, so here's my perspective. First and foremost, Devin Haney, I don't think the hate really comes from him losing to Ryan Garcia. It was the actions after, like the lawsuit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the performance in the fight against I forget the dude he fought. It wasn't Jose Ramirez, right?
Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, Jose Ramirez. Like, in his performance in that fight. And now Bill Haney talking about they did that shit on purpose. That's what leads to the fathers thing that I'm about to get to. The only reason my issue be with the fathers, they talk a good game, but a lot of these fighters reach their ceiling with some of their fathers. Like, I don't think Boots Ennis reached his ceiling with his father. And if he did, he's at a higher echelon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like Devin Haney reached his ceiling with his dad. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's over for that. He needs to see somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he went there and did not keep his right hand up.
Bro.
He didn't put his hand up the whole fucking time, bro, against Ryan Garcia. Regardless of the PEDs, you fought this motherfucker how many fucking times in the amateurs? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should know. And you watch all his fights as a pro. Tank said all he got is the left fucking hand. You should know to keep that fucking hand up. Rolly did it. And Rolly sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
But one thing I did notice, Kiki, before you continue, now you asked about Brian Norman Jr. versus Haney. I think Brian Norman Jr. is going to absolutely fucking murder Devin Haney. That's just my perspective. That's my perspective. The reason why, because Papers, I hear you back there. Shout out Papers.
You.
Yo, what's good, fellas?
Yes, sir.
I missed my own show. I'm on y'all show, though. I'm always here.
All right, nigga.
All right, with the entourage, man. We lit, bro. You did.
All right, so Brian Norman Jr. Well, Brian Norman Jr. And Devin Haney. What I did notice is that Devin Haney is actually bigger than Brian Norman Jr. right now. You know what I'm saying? I did notice that. But the thing is that Devin Haney at 147, when he fought Jose Ramirez, he did not show us no pop at all. So what is he going to do to keep Brian Norman off of him? I don't give a fuck about Bill Haney talking about, oh, that was the plan to make y'all believe this for the next fight. If it was, you wouldn't have said that shit.
I feel
you would have kept it a secret, you fucking liar.
People just
let me say this. I feel like
I don't see people just running in on him. He got pop. He got respected power, man.
I feel like Devin Haney, I've always been one to argue that Devin Haney does have power. I will say that he's not on the tier of the dogs. I don't feel like he a dog when it comes to power. Gervonta Davis, in my opinion, we're not talking about IQ or footwork. We're not going into fundamentally. But even Ryan Garcia is a dog when it comes to power, because his that one hand he got don't get hit. Like, we all know this. We all know the coaches is telling him, yeah, you ain't got to worry about he flat-footed, don't get hit. That's his signature. So it's kind of like when it comes to who got the dog in them when it comes to hit power, I don't believe that Devin Haney's necessarily there, although I think that he can do damage with his hands. But, I mean, he's not really a proven knockout artist. But I think that he's very, very skillful. I think that he reminds me of, I see a lot of Floyd, honestly, in him throughout his career. That's why now when I say Floyd, I'm not lining up from head.
What you talking about? Money
but
Mayweather,
let me
not
explain. Let me elaborate. When I say that, I mean another kid who was literally his life was boxing. Your dad is coach Najee Lopez. I'm just gonna side note. Of course, I'm going to speak on the homies. Najee Lopez, Coach Lopez raised him up from a pup. So you got to think about it. In high school, as an amateur boxer at the time, I would bullshit sometimes and not be eating how I'm supposed to be eating, or I'm on and off track. Meanwhile, you got coach that he's on your ass when he see you busting open a honey bun in the house. He on your ass when he see you ain't been running. And I've seen, you know what I'm saying? So I feel as though that is a contributing factor why Najee is undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Because his conditioning goes back to Devin Haney. His record speaks a lot for itself because, believe it or not, outside of the controversies, you know what I'm saying, and the biases, I still feel like one thing that's a fact is that he gave his life has been boxing, and that's the reason why he's here. You know what I'm saying? So I respect what he's capable of, and I still feel like he hasn't found himself totally as a boxer. I do agree with you. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you, Gotti, on the whole, like, he reached the ceiling with his pops, like, and he needs to get into another camp. I feel like every boxer gets to a point where we're trying to be loyal to our camp, and you get to a point where, like, okay, certain camps are offering different perspective that's going to unlock another side of you as a fighter, and you're going to need to give that a chance. But if you're too loyal to your camp, sometimes that can hurt you, you know what I'm saying, in the long run, career-wise, because you're not open-minded enough to go after. I feel like all the greats had times where they left home and they went to another camp, even, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of leave it at that, but that's why I respect Haney. I'm still gonna go for Brian Norman because I do feel as though he's very much a threat. I mean, I'm still going for Brian Norman. He's very much a threat. Brian Norman is a proven knockout artist. We got 22 knockouts, and we stacking hats. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little biased.
Hold on.
I gotta say that. We know what he can do.
Hold on, before you say that, Danny. Before you say that, Danny, Keke, go ahead, because I know what Keke about to say. Go ahead.
Against who though? I mean, I feel like one of Haney's toughest opponent was Linares.
Okay, enlighten me. I ain't gonna lie, because I gotta.
Linares, yes.
Okay, you said one of his toughest. I ain't not the toughest, because obviously you would say Loma was his toughest, right?
No, Linares. I believe I believe Linares was, but Loma clearly outboxed him. I mean, that's why I knew the problem started in the corner. Like when Haney went back to that corner and he was telling his dad, like, yo, dad, he knows everything I'm gonna do next. Bill really didn't have no answers for him. He had no answers for him. He's like, yo, dad, he knows I'm going to do. He's like, yo, we'll do this. He said, yo, dad, he knows I'm going to do that. Yeah. So that it just goes to show the skill level was different in there.
Yeah,
people say, "Oh, Haney won that fight body shots." I said he was getting his ass punched on from first round to the 12th round. Those body shots wasn't effective. Them shits was not effective.
Yeah.
All you see in the fight, yo, boom, boom, boom. All you see is head
He
going.
lifting that chin up. He lifting that chin up, chin up, chin up.
Yo, what up? Crazy.
Chin up, chin up.
That's it. And then you know what happened in the fight? They robbed my man Loma. Shakur in the ring looking like a shark that smelled blood. Just come on, hey, Bill got his ass out of there. Boom.
Josh Shakur, yeah.
I mean,
all right. So I'm looking at Brian Norman's record right now, and actually there really isn't a notable name on there, or even a notable fight, to be honest with you.
Knocked out
but
the
this is
okay.
I know. Hey. Look, I know you know you work with him and shit like that, but
you gotta make news to break news, nigga.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You gotta make news to break news, nigga.
That's a fact.
Hey, you gotta
say
a fact.
What? What's wrong with it? You gotta make news to break news. Yo, watch out for Pillow Hands. Pillow Hands getting knocked out. He might get knocked out.
That's the problem. This nigga fucking Devin Haney, he showed no pop against that Mexican dude, bro.
Pillow Hands might get knocked out, boy.
No matter what,
he ain't never been knocked out. He fought Ryan. Everybody
I might be pushing it. Don't get me wrong. I might be pushing it.
That was at 140.
It's a possibility Pillow Hands can lose.
Never been close to getting knocked out before. He
fought over 147.
Let me say this. I feel as though, I agree with you, bro. Like it's not. I don't see a knockout. I do see knockdowns. That's my opinion. Yeah. I don't see a knockout with Haney, and that's my opinion. Even if it goes Brian Norman way, the reason why I say is because Brian Norman's defense is on a world class level. Like that's kind of like what he do, which is kind of what reminds me of Floyd with him. Like that man not getting touched like that. I mean, he got great head movement. He's very fast.
Brian Norman or Devin Haney?
But Devin Haney. I'm talking about
Brian
Norman.
I'm talking about Haney. I hope his blood test. They say Norman been cheating. That's the latest rumor on you.
I hope not, bro. I hope not. I doubt that though. I highly doubt that, bro.
Now if his blood test and he knock him out, hey, that's all natural there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, hey, they got ways of figuring things out. The truth comes to light, but we ain't seen that as of yet. I ain't gonna lie. Them last 22 hats he done caught, he wasn't juicing.
We need to get into that camp over there since we talking about that.
Oh, y'all always looking to Granite City. It's
No.
real
We ain't talking. No. We ain't talking about
what you talking about?
The Reynoso.
I'm going to say it. There we go. We go.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously, I know Frankie Rodriguez Jr. tested positive.
Hold on, Kiki. Out a little bit.
Hold on, Kiki. Hold on, Kiki. I know you ready to go off. I'm going to give you absolutely. I'm going to give you your absolute opportunity to go crazy.
My dog ain't juicing, man. Y'all tripping, man.
No. We ain't talking about Brian Norman. We ain't talking about your camp. But we are talking about Canelo and Eddy Reynoso's camp. Francisco Rodriguez has recently tested positive for banned substance in his fight recently. And I saw that. The opponent of
Alvarez? Y'all not talking about Canelo. You're talking about his opponent.
No. Canelo ain't fight yet. It's in Canelo. He's in Canelo.
That's these damn speakers, bro. Hold on, I got it because this speaker shit quiet. I should use my phone. This shit ain't busting. All right.
He's in Canelo's. He's in Canelo's camp, Eddy Reynoso's camp.
Mm-hmm.
So recently, I don't know if you heard about what has it been about 7 fighters that's been caught.
7 fighters in Canelo's camp, all test positive, including Canelo ass. Okay, so they need to send the fucking feds over there, or the commission need to do something.
Okay, for real. Sorry, I misinterpreted. Absolutely, that's alarming. 7 fighters mean we're building a habit here, like we're
gang,
and we're trying to strip you of a title that you actually. And the crazy part is you're whooping their ass, so that's crazy. Like they're sending the guys who's juicing and they're taking L's. Shouts out to my man.
The WBC is biased. You know where the president. But you know who the president is, where he from, and.
Yeah,
Filthy. Shout out to Filthy for watching and tuning in.
Shout out Filthy.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, but go ahead.
Shout out to the WBC though, but we know what no.
Crazy word.
Nah, but they're real biased though. I feel like they're real biased towards Canelo in his favor because he generates a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why they turned the other cheek with him. Come on, he got popped, and what was it? Like a year suspension?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That man just got paid a couple hundred million.
Yeah.
That's ain't about nothing. His body just recovering and he chilling.
Yeah,
waiting for the next payday. That's a vacation.
Yeah.
Come on,
It's
man.
not hurting him none at all, honestly.
Come on, man. That shit crazy.
Hell yeah. Shout out to my homeboy D out there. He talking about how I become a part of the cast.
He hell.
Who y'all listen? We got a snack, and the snack is about to go up against the Reynoso camp. So we gonna see who got the better steroids then. Know what I'm saying?
Nigga is stupid, y'all out. Nigga retarded.
You got Victor Conti versus Reynoso.
Reynoso.
Yo!
Reynoso. Know what I'm saying?
This nigga's out of control.
Hey, look, this y'all, that's papers that's
Cut that
usually
shit,
on
Marquise.
Hey, that's papers that's usually on Ruthless
Attitude.
Attitude. They be on the comments.
Niggas on they whack 100 shit. Come on, man. Niggas saying
hey, this shit done turned into this shit turning into no jumper.
We monopolize.
Oh, so
always a nigga at the table, right? Always a nigga at the table.
We monopolizing.
We monopolizing. Mello, what up,
I'm
nigga?
back. We monopolizing. We taking over the game, nigga. Taking over the game. I'm just
wild episode of Ruthless Attitude.
Season 2. You feel me?
Yes,
we
sir.
out here.
Yes,
it's coming
sir.
through.
Yes,
Be
sir.
ready.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Y'all heard him.
I like the boxing show too, because you know niggas be knocking niggas out.
Type shit.
You heard?
Y'all heard him,
You
yo. Y'all heard him. His show is coming back. Let's talk about it. I'm just saying, it's coming back, y'all. August.
Yes. He back in the building. About to get crazy. I got a new co-host. I keep telling y'all niggas. I told y'all niggas the industry versus the devil. I told y'all ain't listening.
Hey, nigga, take the camera off.
I told y'all.
They on total different hurts right now.
This nigga tripping, bro. This nigga.
Respect though, brother. Have a good one.
My boy, he letting y'all know what's going on. Y'all stay tuned.
Like, subscribe, and share.
If you are into those topics and that is your thing, you need to dive in. Side note, but
before we need to continue back to destroying Canelo and them camp, because we're gonna be the ones that go viral destroying this camp. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna talk about them every episode moving forward, Kiki.
Well, you know we ain't gonna be able to get no guest passes.
I don't give a somebody who don't. What are you talking about? Somebody who don't choose to give us the Devin Haney and them will give us a guest pass.
Let me stop. We don't get no media passes, man. No media passes.
First and foremost, that's all right. They fighting. We get the fights in the Garden because Canelo don't fight at the Garden. We ain't worried about it. But anyway, son, there's got to be an investigation into that camp, bro, for sure.
Has to be. I mean, how can you turn the other cheek?
Yeah.
Fight number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, how can you turn the other cheek? But then
that's a fact.
Got Canelo making $150 million for one fucking fight. I think everybody in Mexico will turn the fucking cheek. You know,
I'm not gonna lie with this boxing politic thing. You know, it's such a crazy. You know, people talk so much about people talk so much about the music industry and this industry and the automotive industry. You know, if you're trying to be a dealer, but nobody talk about the boxing industry. It's real shaky. Like, it's not fair, and it's about the money. It's a very greedy. The executives are greedy. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you think about the Don Kings and the Bob Arums and the, you know what I'm saying? That it's a whole chain of them still out here. You know, some of them not as famous, but basically, if you bringing in them box numbers, you're gonna be prioritized. If somebody and I'm not gonna lie, I always said that, and this is a personal opinion about Devin Haney. They've been trying to groom him to be that guy. So I feel as though if somebody's trying to, I honestly feel like Devin Haney has to knock him out, because I feel like it's a chance that they would snub Devin. I'm not Devin Haney. I got it backwards. I feel as though Brian Norman has to knock him out.
Brian Norman has to knock him out.
They would snub his opportunity.
That's Turkey's boy.
We just watched it with shout out to Lamont Roach. We just watched it with Lamont Roach and how he did what he did.
Turkey wasn't involved with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but
I know outside of the juicing and everything,
we did see what happened though.
But I do feel as though when people are on this center stage where they're you can kind of interpret and see when boxing is grooming somebody for a position. And don't get me wrong, they're actually grooming real great boxers that have talent, but there is a home field advantage. And I feel like Devin Haney got home field advantage in this fight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's the more known and more established fighter.
So.
Norman gonna have to do. He gonna have to shake shit up. He can't come in there and do no back. No round for round. You get a knockdown. He get a knockdown. They're gonna tie you, or you're gonna lose. You're gonna have to knock him out. That's how I feel. That's my opinion about it. Because we know the judges, and we know that the marketing as well is not going to want to switch over to Brian Norman. That would have to be earned. That position would have to be earned, because we know what Devin Haney gonna do if he win his fight. It's gonna open him up to a lot more fights. You get what I'm saying? That the world is gonna want to see. So this Brian Norman guy, right, which is he big dog to the communities, but we know he's still introducing himself to the world. He got to shake this shit up. If he do, he will gain the respect
if he wins, he becomes if he beats Devin Haney, he becomes a household name for sure.
And then the door is open for him to be reputable enough to start opening and getting those fights that they say he ain't got yet.
He needed boots to leave that welterweight though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But y'all see how boxing is, y'all though. Y'all see what y'all just said? I'm sitting here listening to y'all conversation, right? Haney to put all that work in, went to Australia, beat a motherfucker 2 times, right? Took the label, shit was fought homeboy in the backyard. He built his resume up good.
He did.
Nigga beat him 1 time. Now his accolades and all that shit don't mean nothing no more. Huh?
No,
Brian Norman is that man. Even though he's that man, even though people are saying that's not the same Haney no more. That's crazy to me.
I feel like the whole he not the same Haney no more is a
crazy.
reach. That's a reach. I definitely
No, it's not because he didn't.
That.
No, it's not because we saw his last fight. He wasn't the same Haney no more.
I mean,
he has
in that
to show
fight,
us the same Haney. Right
in
now,
you're
only as good as your last performance. We only could go off of that, bro.
That's a lie. We can't go off of that. We cannot go off of that because look at Mongia, another one from Haney's camp. When he got his ass whooped in that rematch, he came back.
Not Haney's camp. Not Haney's
camp.
That shit? I'm
sorry.
Camp.
I said Canelo's camp. Canelo's.
No, you said Haney, but Canelo's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for Canelo's camp.
We're going to make this correct because we're going to destroy
that rematch. He looked immaculate. Look.
Yeah,
and Bob Arum was at the fight. He would have said he looked better than Muhammad Ali. I'm telling you. Come on, man.
I feel like the guy still got it. I feel like there's nothing that he lost. Honestly, I feel like Devin Haney is that guy. That's just me. I do feel like if you line him up with somebody, he's not always my favorite. And I ain't gonna lie, I've had times where before I've done thorough research on situations, like I kind of chop Haney up in with the controversy at first, but then I kind of looked in the back and I can understand why he was mad about certain shit. And that's just, just being honest. I'm gonna speak on his behalf on that. But now he wasn't himself on the most recent fight. But I think that he had a spot where he knows the people are saying that, and he still got greatness he ain't tapped into yet. So I think as though like he knows he's studying Brian, he's studying his next opponent. I think he respects him enough to bring out a side of him that old Haney or better should be popping out on this day. If he's not himself this day, let's go ahead and start having the bum speculations. Let's talk. Let's have the Adrian Broner conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like let's go there with it. Let's
didn't I say that could potentially happen?
Let's
like,
call him
like
with
not
potential,
too long ago?
but not yet. Not even after that fight. He gotta go crazy. I ain't gonna do him like that. But like I say, he gonna have to win this fight because if he doesn't, he's on a decline career-wise, regardless.
Oh yeah, for sure. If he loses this
less
fight,
marketable.
I feel like this is more of a must. It's a must win for both of them. Brian Norman must win to become a household name, and Devin Haney must win to make up for that shitty performance.
That's what makes it an exciting fight.
And for the Ryan Garcia
boys,
shit to show he ain't scared to get hit.
Yeah, that's what makes it an exciting fight because both of them guys got the world to fight for. They can't, So we'll see. Yeah. November 22nd. They saying.
So KEKE, I got another one that's about to piss you off.
To that, bro.
Damn,
are you ready?
Look,
it looks like the David Morrell and the Imam Khatib fight has happened. Khatib is the one who tested positive for banned substance and got banned for 2 years. For some reason, the fight's still going through because he was at the press conference and everything.
Well, only way it could be an even playing field if somebody else on the fucking juice too. So hey, green light.
Hey.
Yeah, he had controversy. Wasn't David Benavidez saying that motherfucker was on steroids and he tested positive for steroids during their press conference? Isn't Andrew Heredia a well-known drug cheat in his camp?
Oh shit!
Crazy.
Strength and conditioning, right? That's the name. The strength and the conditioning coach. Yeah, him. That's the guy. That's the motherfucker with the needles. Yeah, him.
Strength and conditioning.
Right, strength and conditioning. Yeah, steroid guy. Yeah, AKA. Yeah.
That's funny as hell, bro. But yeah, it looks like the fight's going on. I don't understand how he has a 2-year suspension, but still fighting Saturday. And they and look, this is the first time I seen they wiped away like all his wins from 2024 or some shit like that, or like or certain months between a certain time in 2024 or some shit like that. Yeah, they wiping them away. With that being said, I'm putting asterisks on all of Canelo wins.
Wow, so they have to go back and investigate how long that guy was on steroids or something like that?
I guess so.
Wow, are they doing that now? All right. So when Danny went to court to go get his old back, it was a big deal, though, huh? Never mind.
I'm making a big deal. I'm making a big deal right now because I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy, though. I mean, boxing, somewhat, I'm glad they gave him back his own. I'm glad whoever that guy beat on PEDs, them guys got their victory. You know what I'm saying? It was known as a no contest. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. I mean, I like to see shit like that happen because I feel like, any fighter that was fighting somebody, I used to box at the Power Center. And don't get me wrong, I didn't have discipline, but I had seen fighters that was coming in there every time I did go in there, and them guys being every day dedicated, man, hitting the road work while we sleeping, they putting the work in. Yeah. Okay, if I be on my way to the gym and get a phone call from a female, all right, nah, coach, I won't be in.
They not playing no game. Every gym got them ones. Yeah, you're right.
So for a fighter to cheat and use PEDs against a fighter that I know work hard, I feel like they should be banned for life, man.
Yeah, because that's just
because you don't know what kind of destruction you doing. You hitting somebody, bro.
Right. This is your health. This should be this is borderline a crime. Like
that's it, an assault. That's why Haney the court and I respected
someone.
It was an assault. People laughing, you a boxer, but you trying to sue for assault. No, nigga, that's something different.
Yeah.
He wasn't suing. He was pressing charges.
And you know what? Can I go back to the fans? Because you know what? That makes me think about how you say the crazy part about how the fans, they're not, the one thing about the fans, they're only concerned, it's the dark side of this boxing shit. As a fighter, you got to do what's best for you and yours. And I always respect the prize fighter. That's why Floyd is my favorite of all time. Regardless of how many legends we stacking up, I'm going to still go to Floyd because he never gave a damn what the fans was trying to direct him. They'll try to direct you into an L. Meanwhile, your intuition telling you, this man is juicing. Although you can't prove it, they want you to still take it because all they concerned for is entertainment. They're going to get entertained and go home. When you got the shakes, there wasn't nobody with Ali when he got the shakes. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody. Now, of course, we're going to always respect the legends. But like I said, shout out to a nigga that gets in the game, get it back out the game, walk away with his health and the world. He got everything. You can't say, you know what I'm saying? Because the ones who getting away with the pay, some of them, they got impediments. They got all these brain traumas. They've been taking these hits. So, of course, I'm going to master defense. I don't care if you say it's not entertaining. I'm going to master defense, and I'm going to make it home with this bag. You get what I'm saying? And y'all going to keep watching me because my biggest marketing tool was y'all want to see me lose. That was the reason why everybody tuned in to Floyd. It wasn't because it was entertaining, but we lining up every heavy hitter. And y'all gonna get mad because he didn't want to take the deal and he didn't want to fight Pacquiao for 4 years, and y'all call him scared. The fans called. This is an example of why you don't go off the fans. They called this man scared for 4 years just for him to go in there and do what we've been saying he was gonna do. Go in there and clean him up. That's easy money.
Take the test. That's it.
Take the test.
Even playing field.
Pacquiao ain't finished nobody.
What I like about Floyd, but what Floyd was doing, Floyd was the modern Jack Johnson. All right, let's be for real. They hated him.
Yeah,
minus the man act.
And if you familiar with if you know what buck breaking is, they always do that to men in powerful positions and stuff like that. They try to, you know, but back in the days, it would be like other things they'd be do to them. But the most important thing what's going on now is humiliation, public humiliation.
Public humiliation.
Okay, they don't talk about Floyd. People just see, right, Floyd's material wealth, right? But people don't not listening to him. Hard work, dedication.
That's all he ever said, and all
dedication.
he ever demonstrated. Yet you still got all this hate.
Working hard will get you.
That's a boxing fan for you.
People just see the money. He's showing you hard work and dedication. Go out there and find something that you love doing, that you have a passion for. Do it. Put the energy into it. Boom. And that went over a lot of people's heads. Like again, like you said, they were. A lot of people hated him. They even trying to destroy this whole style of boxing. How you gonna try? Listen, if that ring is controlled the way they say it is. It's a disrespect boxing. They just
let's get to that. Let's get to that. Let's get to that.
Let's get to that. If you want combat, go watch UFC. If you want boxing and you respect the ring general and you have ring generalship, oh my gosh, I love to see boxers fight. They're trying to take away Shakur. You can't take away a boxer's legs.
No.
What?
No.
What? You can't. You don't want him dance. What? No. How you just going to take away a boxer's legs? Like for me. Shakur, his biggest attribute is his legs. It's his feet.
Yes.
He got that distance shit down.
The legs is over.
Yes. Distance.
The legs is over.
Distance and learning. That is, and as a boxer, I did realize that you become elite once you master the feet work. Once you master it. Because boxing, this is what they call the sweet science. And I know y'all understand this. The sweet science is the first thing my coach taught me was boxing is a dance. It's a dance. That's why we play music when we spar. That's why we come in there. We put our mouthpiece on. We know we finna get this work.
We get to rhythm.
And while we're in there,
that's a fact.
You learn your opponent's move, and that determines your move. And the better you're at doing that, the closer you are to what they call world class. Because you got motherfuckers who, just like on basketball court, they can read the floor. Motherfuckers can read the ring. Shakur is great because he can read the ring on a level that a lot of boxers can't. You know what I'm saying?
IQ. They always
that's outside of power. That's outside of speed. Like you said, that's IQ. His IQ is on an unmatched level right now. That's why he's a big threat, and he's a silent threat.
Bud love him. Bud love Shakur, B.
Hey,
Bud love Shakur, man.
Let's see how he looks against a nigga who throws the most punches per round in boxing. Let's see how he looks against him.
He throwing him.
Because that's Zepeda fight is going to be a tough fight for Shakur. And I hope he makes it look easy.
Please, that first fight he had with Tevin Farmer, fuck out of here, man. Easy fight. Easy fight for Shakur. Easy.
Yeah, because Shakur don't get hit as much as Tevin Farmer.
Easy.
So.
Guys. They can't
homeboy. I watched the better fight. He listen. He plant his feet when he throw punches. He planted his feet when he throw punches. You think Shakur gonna be looking at them shots like, and they wide.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Shakur's gonna find so much, and he's gonna get so much counter opportunity from this guy. Like if he come in how he been coming, if that's what it is, because Shakur good at reading that. Like I'm not gonna lie, he quick with it. He quick. So I hope but the best thing he can do is go to his camp and switch it up and do something that the tapes ain't gonna show. Hopefully he's switching up in his camp and he preparing. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see.
I hope he don't hurt his hand. I hope his hand don't get hurt.
Oh yeah.
I hope his hand don't get hurt too.
Enlighten me on that. He must have had hand injuries in the
past.
Remember
he broke his hand right before the Floyd Schofield fight, right? And he had to have surgery.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He had to have surgery and shit. But but yeah, let's talk about that card. We got a stacked weekend of boxing. We spoke about the women's card. Well, I don't know any of the other fights other than the main events with Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor.
The top ones.
Yeah, first of all, Berlanga is funny as hell. He's a clown, but he's funny as hell. My man pulled out a wig and panties and threw it at Oscar De La Hoya today.
Oh, he hit him with wow, he wild for that.
And heels too.
Nigga, they went in an Oscar closet and dug up a skeleton. That's crazy.
Yo, niggas, these fighters be spending too much attention on Oscar De La Hoya in the fucking press conference. Shakur got into it with him a couple of times.
Man, Floyd been clowning this man 10, 15 years ago. Floyd been clowning this man.
But the thing
like,
is, these niggas so crazy about Oscar, but Oscar will probably destroy some of these niggas, bro. Oscar was dangerous boxer, bro.
He was.
Like, these niggas forget who Oscar was.
Nigga.
Floyd had to get his torch from Oscar De La Hoya. That's what made Floyd Floyd. He had to go through that. He had to go through Oscar. De La Hoya Promotions, it wasn't no Floyd, man. It wasn't no Mayweather Promotions. It was fucking I don't know if Top Rank was still going.
Yeah, it was Top Rank.
Top Rank.
That's a fact.
De La Hoya. What was his promotions?
Golden
Boy Promotions.
Golden Boy.
If you had a Golden Boy fight, we know you was getting money. That was when we know you was on your way up. The moment they saying Golden Boy, you getting those, you getting that budget, you getting that marketing, you on your way up. Like Floyd came in and he forced his way into the game, and put, his record on the line. And once he got the credibility and the budget, I'm not gonna lie, he him linking up with 50, I think played a big part in him helping 50 Cent get into boxing politics, and then it's also turned him up a little more too, because I know he was utilizing resources. And so yeah, like I said, like shout out to the OGs and the shit. But it's an interesting sport right now. I feel like the interest in the sport goes up and down. Sometimes there's seasons where we feel like it's more the underground guys that's less proven, that's putting in the real work, and then other times the gatekeepers is on that bullshit, and it's like college ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go into college ball until they act right over there. Right now, I think it's an exciting time. I think we got a lot of real hungry pros, and even though it's a lot of speculation and we've yet to see, I think we in for a lot this year. You know what I'm saying, for the sport.
Yeah, hell yeah. So Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney, they're supposed to be on the they're not going to be the main event. They rumor is not they're going to be main event. David Benavidez versus Anthony Yardy is supposed to be the main event for that card. I got Benavidez in that, and Abdullah Mason is supposed to be on that card too as well. Mm-hmm. And Bam Rodriguez is supposed to be on that card, but Bam Rodriguez is fucking damn fighting July 19th.
Oh, shit. Damn,
you see how niggas looking past opponents, bro? That's how Ryan Garcia fucked up the money.
Damn, Ryan.
What you think, Keek? You got Benavidez too. We all got Benavidez in that.
Benavidez, I'm in my own.
The monster.
Yeah, I got.
You don't know about that. You
the
got
monster.
You got to be.
Nobody can beat him.
The monster.
The monster. you gotta spit on the screen. The monster. The monster.
Oh, now you got that nigga Kid Austin, that nigga Floyd Schofield Sr., that nigga funny as shit, man. That nigga, he back talking about Secure today.
Oh yeah.
But he's trying to do everything respectfully now.
Yeah.
What about that Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones shit? Did y'all talk about that?
That was that. We opened the show with that.
Oh yeah,
I was fashionably late.
Floyd,
we on
see how powerful. Do you see how powerful silence is? You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, Roy want to fight Mayweather now just because he's sitting down.
Get the fuck out of here!
Stop
playing. That's bro. First of all, yo, Roy, you better chill the fuck out.
That nigga
you look
Roy
like a bloated body,
brother. He got something left in the tank. Like, Roy, you ain't got nothing.
What, nigga? A quarter tank of gas and his little E-clap. Roy, you better chill the fuck out. You need some relevance. That's what he needed. He was trying to get some that was clickbait, nigga. Get out my face.
he wants some clickbait. Go hang out with Charleston White. Fuck it. Right?
Go hang out with Charleston, nigga. This ain't even my show. My fault, y'all.
That nigga stupid.
I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to say that because I had another kind of serious side to it. Like, I feel like they just wearing that shit out, bro. Like, you got the number one. They gon' like. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we've been snubbed with the fucking Jake Paul and the Tyson shit. Like, we gotta understand that these old boxers need a check, man. And they catching on to what the first nigga did, and now this is the new wave. Like, let's call it an exhibition match. They're not even promoting it as a damn exhibition match, which is what it is because.
Huh? Boxing like that.
Hold on.
Yours?
You say what?
He said it's scripted entertainment.
Entertainment. Jake Paul
entertainment.
Boxing events is
WWE.
no different from WWE.
And that's the problem with me. If it's marketed as that, I could accept the bullshit. But see, y'all trying to talk to real deal, thorough boxing fans and boxers, who's fans as well. And we know it's bullshit when you try to it's false advertising. You say, I got knockout. I got Tyson. I got Jake Paul in the third.
Yo, how they put that nigga
Tyson
in the ranking?
Tired as fuck.
How he get in the ranking? That's why you know this shit is corrupt. How he get in the ranking?
In the WBO rankings, we don't give a fuck about that.
He bought his way into the ring. He inherited his way.
He gave somebody a bag, or they got a percentage.
Yeah.
They end up jumping that nigga.
But I think they get like 3% of a person, some shit like that. Yeah, all you gotta do is buy into it. Yeah, come on, man.
White boy got stupid money. Boy got a Pokemon card that's worth fucking a million damn $100,000 of dollars.
That card actually ain't worth shit no more. I found out.
Good, it shouldn't be. It's a fucking card. At one point in time, just to know that they appraising that was always ridiculous to me. I was a Pokemon fan, and I ain't know. Hell no.
He had athlete, but he had goofy.
I ain't even gonna say shout out to Jake Paul, man. That shit's fucking up the sport.
He a goofy athlete.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't mad at Jake Paul.
That was what WBA ranking, right?
Yeah, that's
WBO.
G League. Niggas in the G League, man.
You got niggas really protesting that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, sir. How you get on the ranking?
Crazy work, bro. I ain't gonna lie, y'all just got me a little passionate with that.
Because
I hate when shit
he let his hands go the last 2 rounds of the fight, showing the fans this is what I really could have did to this motherfucker from the first round.
Yeah,
you hear me?
But you know, I signed the contract. He's okay. He still got to learn a lot. He still got to learn.
I ain't gonna lie. Tyson definitely like an old Tyson, but we clearly know Jake Paul would have got his ass whooped if it was real.
Tyson was biting his
glove.
Yeah,
we know.
That
was real. Tyson, the fight would have been off the first round.
He was he could have all them open shots he had. And all
that
adrenaline he had.
You know, you caught him. I ain't gonna lie though. You did catch his ass. He did a successful hook and got to his cheek and then hugged him. I'm like, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Don't mess up. Don't fuck up the money.
Did I hit you too hard, son? That's
right.
Actually,
you punched him and then you grabbing his face.
Take it
like,
easy, look.
Come on, bro.
That shit funny as hell.
I say this.
Crazy because I didn't.
I respect the hustle. I respect the damn hustle. That's the only thing I can say. Anytime I don't like some shit and it's some bullshit, and somebody walked away with a bag, I just be like, well, damn it, I respect the hustle. I don't got shit else for you.
Know what I'm saying?
That's all we can do is just respect the motherfucking
that's
hustle.
The fact.
You know
you gotta respect it.
Now, quick question, brother, man. I understand that we time frame, man. I do want to also, if I could, just add a quick sector and shout out my young boy. He's very, very hungry. He's an amateur named Jeffrey Chandler. He goes crazy. I just wanted to throw that in there real quick because it wouldn't be right for me to be talking boxing and I'm not talking about my, you know what I'm saying, my dog. He's trained by another pro. The pro, his name is Elijah Pierce. Shout out to Elijah Pierce. Very reputable record, and y'all can look him up. I want to say he's 24-2, or something of that sort. And he took Junior, which is the other nickname for Jeffrey Chandler. He took Junior under his wing, and he's training him right now, even as he's chasing his own pro career. So shout out to him because he's doing a lot. He's putting a lot out to make sure that he carry his dog with him and he's teaching him the ropes. Meanwhile, Junior's out here.
I think I've actually seen this. I actually think I've seen the Elijah Pierce fight before. He looks familiar.
Yeah, he's in the circuit. He's very well known in the sport. He nasty with them hands. I ain't gonna lie. Kid's really nice. But y'all just check my guy out. His Instagram is Else Gator, but it's ELS 3 GADOR. Y'all check that in. Y'all tap in. And just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It is nice. He be cracking shit. He got the skill. He got the hunger. He's 18 years old. He's fresh. And his first fight, literally, he hopped in the ring. Elijah Pierce made a whole video on his Instagram shedding light, and they had the camera crew show it. But they building his documentaries up because he's nice. His first fight, he went up against you know how they have tiers with the title fights as your first fight as an amateur or your first few. You got these title tournaments that have intermediate. You got the advanced, and then you have the beginning tier. He was 0-0, so that puts him in beginning tier. But they lined him up, and I don't know if they tried to set him up, but they lined him up with somebody who had a lot more fights who was in intermediate or advanced tier, and dude had 29, 30 fights under his belt. He whooped his ass.
Okay.
Junior went in there, whooped his ass off of 6 months of training, and then after that, Elijah Pierce saw all he needed to see, and right now, kid really going crazy. So shouts out to Junior. Other than that, man, it's a lot of hungry people, but personally, I had to throw
That's
that in
what's
there.
up.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
That's
Definitely
good.
looking forward to hearing about them. Let's get into that Chat GPT segment of the show before we close out.
Chat GPT.
Great session of the show.
Chat GPT.
Let's go.
All right.
Who
Let's
starts
see what
here?
we got. Let's see what
I
we
got-
got.
all right.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. What we got here? James Lights Out Tony versus Sugar Ray Robinson. Who wins? Who you got,
I'm not
King?
gonna lie, man. Robinson, bro.
I'm going with James Tony, B.
He saying James Tony, man. Robinson was gonna dance around there.
Tony going for James Tony because your daddy named James, man. Cut that shit out.
I'm
man.
going with Lights Out, boy. I'm going with Lights Out.
That was a troll question. That was a the answer, but let's still ask.
Right.
All right, we ain't what we talking
you
about.
stupid.
This
bro.
will separate boxing fans from casuals now. With
Yeah, let's find out who's who. Well, who do you think? I'm all ears.
This fight is going to be it's going to be a slick fight for me because James Tony is slick, and Sugar Ray Robinson could be slick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So with
Shout out
that
to
being
Tony.
said, I might have to go with James Tony in this
Can we
fight.
get the results, please, sir?
All right,
James
so
Tony.
results.
Shout out to James.
That's what I'm
Tony.
asking for. Shout out to Lights Out.
All right, prediction. Sugar Ray Robinson wins by razor close split decision, 7-5 or a 6-6 with the swing round. He'd outwork Tony.
Decision?
Yeah.
Okay.
Razor close. Yeah. He'd outwork Tony just enough, especially early, and land a flashier, eye-catching shots to impress the judges. See, that's what's crazy because I think James Tony could do the same thing as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's all
All
I'm
right.
He
saying.
probably could, but not against Sugar Ray Robinson, okay?
I agree.
I get you, but against certain boxers, Kiki, I don't know, man.
But Tony will
I
make
get it,
him work harder. They said, but Tony will make him work harder than almost anyone else ever did, landing brutal body shots and counters to make Robinson stay cautious. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, that shit
I'm just saying.
worked in Chat GPT. It didn't work, okay?
Kiki said they tried it. They tried it.
Wasn't enough.
Sorry. Hey, Chad.
Right.
It's opinion based.
Hell yeah. All right, so what we got next? Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that.
Was
Shit,
that
what
the
the fuck?
rematch? Fuck out of here. Come on.
Now give
All
us something
right,
good. Pause.
No. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Salvador Sanchez versus Juan Manuel Marquez.
Ooh.
Damn.
Shout out to Marquez, man.
I'm going with Marquez, bro.
I gotta say
Salvador
Marquez.
Sanchez.
Huh?
I gotta go with Salvador Sanchez.
I'm going with Marquez, man.
That's
I'm
a close
sorry.
one. I'm gonna just say Marquez because I was really a fan.
Me
bro.
too, low key.
I remember them back to back.
He
Mike
knocked out
fights.
Pacquiao.
Was it him and Mike Don?
Yeah, on PEDs with Angel Heredia in his corner too, the conditioning coach. Yeah, that's when he knocked Pacquiao out.
Oh,
Knocked him
yeah.
down, knocked him out.
They don't want to talk
Knocked him
about
down.
that. They
He
didn't
did
want to
two
talk
things
about
we
that.
never seen him do.
Them
The
Pac
first two
fans,
fights.
boy, they hated
The
that
knockdown and a knockout. Crazy.
Obvious, this is going to be a featherweight fight. They both 5'7". There's only a 1-inch difference between reach. All right, so what we got here? All right, so they saying Salvador Sanchez wins by a close but clear unanimous decision.
Man, I knew it was
116, 112, 115, 113. Marquez would land the cleaner shots at times, but Sanchez would do more over 12-round mixing movement, volume, and pressure to outwork and outthink
I can
brilliant
see that. That's
technician
crazy.
Marquez.
I can see
That's
that.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how Marquez fight, I can see that. Marquez is the king of coming close to and giving a good fight but losing. I hate that
So
about him.
you know when he was like 41-1 when he died at 23. You know, if he didn't die at 23, we might be talking about this nigga being the greatest Mexican ever.
Yeah, he might have been next to De La Hoya, damn near running the sport right now.
Chavez, that would have been a big fight. Chavez or Canelo. Let me stop. Nah, Chavez Senior would have been a good.
Yeah, who would win, Oscar De La Hoya or Canelo Alvarez?
Canelo.
I think we did that on the Chat GPT. before.
Yeah, that might need to be.
I got
Did we
Oscar.
do that?
Oh, you got
I'm
Oscar.
thinking Canelo, man. I'm thinking
Oscar.
Canelo.
Canelo and who?
Go with
I
Oscar.
think
Young Oscar
Canelo.
with young Canelo.
De La Hoya and Canelo, y'all say?
I'm taking
They saying
Canelo.
the fight would be at 154.
Oscar, Golden Boy,
Well, they
Olympic
got
gold medal.
I ain't gonna lie.
Great
Oscar.
left
I got
hook.
Oscar.
Yo,
I ain't gonna
Kiki,
lie.
Kiki, that's your king. That nigga be wearing fishnets.
Hey, that's his business. I don't care about what's going on. Nobody personal
Heard
life.
you. I respect that.
That's that man business. Man.
Yeah.
King
I'm saying, but
fishnet.
that's the problem now. Niggas is bringing niggas bedroom life to the fucking
I heard
nigga.
you. I heard you. I heard.
Uh-oh.
I respect that.
Right, nigga. Right.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
That's why I love you, boy.
Come on, man.
Nah, I got
Don't call nothing out. You better Uber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
Nigga
stupid.
Hell no.
Hey, so they got Oscar De La Hoya winning by razor thin split decision 115, 113, 113, 115, 115, 113. Oscar had the speed, jab, and the value to
DJ
outbox
Ross
Canelo
must
in
have
12
been on that
rounds.
card too. She went for Canelo. Fuck out of here.
That's possible.
Yo,
That's possible.
Yo, you know,
I like
that
Canelo
12th
up
round would have
Y'all
been hell
remember
for
her,
Canelo.
the infamous 14-14 in the Mayweather Canelo fight.
I'm taking Canelo over
Yo,
anybody
She
but
got
Bud
fired
right
after
now.
that shit too, you heard?
No.
I'm taking Canelo
Yeah.
over anybody but Bud right now.
I got
That's what
$100
I
bet for
said.
Bud. I got Bud losing. I don't see him beating no
All
Canelo
day.
now.
I got Bud all day.
But all day.
Let's bet
Bud
100
all day.
live. Let's bet 100 live. It's recorded. Let's bet $100.
Oof. Bud all day, nigga.
Canelo. You got me throwing this shit up. Look, come on, man.
That nigga making me seasick. But anyway, motherfucking damn next fight. All right,
man.
so we're gonna do something different right here. We're gonna go MMA edition.
Anderson
Silva
Silva
versus
and John Jones.
Jones.
I'm gonna go Anderson
John
Silva.
Jones.
I'm going John Jones too.
I'm going John Bones. Pause.
I mean, John Jones probably would win, but I like how Anderson
Pause.
Silva fight,
John
man.
Jones.
That boy was cold. I don't know.
I got John Jones because John Jones got wrestling. Given Anderson Silva got the jiu-jitsu, but I don't think it's strong enough for John Jones wrestling.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
John
So
Jones
they said John Jones wins by unanimous decision 49-46, 50-45.
Yeah.
John Jones wouldn't
Not the
play
big
Silva
out, right.
games. John Jones wouldn't play Silva games. He has smothered the rhythm, drag him into deep waters, and win with a mix of takedowns, control, dirty elbows. Anderson will have moments where Jones was simply too big, too smart, too.
Chat know you dirty.
They be knowing.
That's crazy. Hey, chat knows you're dirty.
They be knowing.
Chat knows you're dirty.
They be
That's
knowing.
crazy work.
Hell yeah! But shout out to what I was getting ready to say. So before we wrap up, Gary Antoine Russell is accusing Richard Hitchens of ducking him because they both got belts in the same weight class because he beat him like 3 or 4 times or some shit in the amateurs. He said, "Why you ain't trying to come get that lick back?"
He ain't trying to get that. He ain't trying to
the amateurs. If this common sense here, we gonna use logic.
Right.
If you beat my ass 3 or 4 times in the amateurs, you think I want to fight you in the pro?
Hell no.
Niggas
On center stage? Nah, bro.
Niggas say you on to something.
Not on center stage.
You on to something.
Motherfucking just go that route, nigga. You see.
Real talk. Because I'm not gonna lie.
Niggas
After
say,
3 times, bro, it's one thing when you lost that one fight, and man, I'm ready now. Somebody knock you down 3 times, my nigga, like
was just hard.
niggas say you know something about me that I don't know.
you're a big bro. Like, you know, with 2 homies, they don't know who the tougher homie. Them out of the 2, you know which one.
Clear indication.
Y'all play fighter long enough.
Last fight, you know
I
what?
ain't
Fuck it. This the last fight. This the bag. Yeah, we gotta. It's build up animosity. Yeah, you beat my ass.
Yeah.
That's how
Tension
you
on
do
a
it.
high, like
Right. Get this bag. This fight gonna sell right here. Yeah, you beat me in it. I mean, if they do it like that, that'd be good too.
And it's in the stage, so y'all you can't let them get you now. Like, you got every reason to turn up. You lose this shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That man, he's just the better man, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know, Kiki think Canelo versus Bud is steroids versus steroids.
Stop that shit, Kiki.
Steroids.
My man Victor
I got
Conte
blood.
said it out his own mouth. My man Victor Conte said it out his own mouth. He said, "You know why fighters come to me?" He said, "Because they want to be great. Okay, they want to get to that next level. This is why they come to me. Now, okay, if I'm a world class athlete, why the fuck would I want to be associated with him? I wouldn't want no gray areas in my career. I wouldn't want my career to be questionable. No, you ain't gonna steal my fucking joy and hard work. I would not be associated with that.
I agree.
But you know what he said again. Bud looked like Super Bud. Bud must have had some ooze when he fought Spence. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Nah, he just beat the shit out of that boy.
And if Bud
don't
did
do
win,
that. Don't do that. Don't do that. He got the brakes beat off from KEKE.
Come on, man. Jerry curl juice everywhere, man. Come on.
Yeah. You're right.
Soul glow all in there.
Come on, man. That was crazy.
Just let it shine.
He walked out the ring, face was in the car crash. That shit was crazy, man.
Yeah. Or shout out to there's a UFC event this weekend too. It's Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway 3. It's the last fight for Dustin Poirier and the great career that he had. Shout out to him. I got him winning the fight because he definitely beat Max Holloway twice in featherweight and in lightweight, and I don't see it being any different this time. I don't think Max has gotten any better where he can't beat Dustin Poirier. Yeah. I don't know who else is on that card. I'm trying to check real quick so I could take a look and shit. But yeah, I know they fight this weekend. So, Derek
I'm running
Lewis
that face, bro.
I got a question. Hold on, wait a minute.
Oh no, that's just never mind. I take that back. I take that back. That fight is not this weekend. It's Teixeira versus Derek Lewis this weekend. That's the following weekend. So we get back to that next week. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey yo. So this dude is about to fight his last fight, right? His retirement fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, just ask me this question here, right? Now, his opponent, right? Now, will he be a kind of a fucked up guy to knock him out his last fight? You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, he'd be a fucked up guy.
But Max Holloway is a very dangerous opponent too, though. Max Holloway is very dangerous.
Oh, do you just give it to him out of respect? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
I'm
you
not
do?
gonna lie.
What do you do?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Come on. What do you do?
I mean, how does he feel?
Recognition for knocking him out too, if he's a tough guy. You know what I mean? So what do? You give him his flowers. Oh, you said, man, fuck that. This is my time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, hey, he might be.
He passing the torch. What?
He get on his LeBron shit. It's like you go in there with a kid. It's an event. Cameras watching. They like,
everybody.
What do you do? But at the same time, we better hope that Buddy ain't going in there feeling like LeBron that day. Let's just say that. Because he
might be in there with Jordan, right? Might be in there with Jordan, right?
Hey, he ain't stopping. He ain't slowing down for nothing. I don't care if you're 12 years old out there. You shouldn't have been out there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Anyway, y'all, man, that's all the time we got for y'all this week, man. You know, we back the same time next week at 10:05. Actually, we might do an impromptu show this weekend because we got a lot of fights this weekend. So we might pull up on Sunday and shit like that and give y'all a recap from the weekend and shit like that. So make sure y'all.
Foster versus Fulton.
That's not this weekend though.
When is it?
Is it this weekend? It's not this weekend, right?
It's in the month of July, right? I believe so.
It might be the 19th with everything else. Let me I can take a look real quick.
Foster in that fight too. Foster's a problem, man.
Oh shit, I gotta do homework. I'm doing mad homework.
Yeah, definitely.
I will be.
I know. Shushu fights in July.
Another problem.
Shushu fight.
A dog.
Yeah.
Okay. That was this is a good year for boxing.
And I'm for Shuyo.
Come on now, ripping the NY.
Shuyo.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, I don't know.
You don't see Foster versus Fulton?
Nah, I don't see when it is, but I think that's just supposed to be like later this year.
I know it's summer. I think it was supposed to be in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we looked that shit up actually already. It's August 16th. It's supposed to be on the undercard on Take Roach.
Okay. That fight is still happening?
It's still happening.
Okay.
It's not off. Take talk that bullshit every time a fight coming up. Anyway, y'all, man, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the Broken Mute button. As always, yo, Danny K, we definitely appreciate you for pulling up.
Showing love.
Thank y'all for having me, bro. Anytime y'all need me, I will be here. Let me also throw out there. I got a car channel. You know, right now I'm building cars and culture. That's my whole thing. We detailing cars, you know what I'm saying? And we also out here at these car meets, a lot of vlog footage getting edited as we speak. So just tap
And let
into
him know
Danny Moore
he's coming to the
101.
Broken Mute Button
Or
Network.
let's send to the Broken Mute Button Network, nigga. You know the fucking vibes. Are you
He's
dumb?
coming to the Broken Mute Button Network.
Yeah. So I'll be
So
able to
that
plug
shit,
that in wherever it fits. But over here, we doing the car shit. So tap into my TikTok, man. It's my full name, Danny Moore 101. That's all you gotta type in, and you will be able to see everything I upload on TikTok. All my other social medias and handles are gonna be in the link in that description. So just do your research from there if you want to see what's going on.
Oof!
all right.
Yes,
You
sir. Yeah.
already know, man. Appreciate you, man, for pulling up. We out of here,
Hold up,
man.
brother.
Good show.
Fucking gang,
Drink.
nigga. You know the
Yo,
vibes.
y'all stay
Ah!
hydrated, and y'all stay hydrated. Don't forget to do y'all 3-day water fast, B. For real. Benefit to the body.
100.
Look at the benefits, B.